Hello again, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, and it's time for another edition of a Landscape Makeover. I like to call this one the Golden Road. So this client had a driveway that was in bad shape in a central part of San Diego, and it had a couple different problems. It was a little bit too narrow. It also had a very narrow pathway to the front door, which made kind of a tricky thing for getting to the front door. It also had this weird little slope to the side, and a lot of stuff would just run onto the sidewalk and the driveway. So we had to address some drainage issues, but the biggest issue obviously was the driveway. So I did a design where we widen the driveway and we pour some new concrete. So here's how it was all put together. So first up, it's demo day. Time to jackhammer all that concrete out. And while the guys are prepping the driveway, another part of the crew started laying down a dry stream bed that would divert the water to the drain at the end of the dry stream bed instead of letting it run down the hill into the street and take some of that sediment with it. So after all that was done, we're going to do some grading of the driveway to make sure that it's really nice and flat. And of course, it's a driveway, you got to add some rebar to that. So we have rebar every 24 inches. And now it's time for the big pour. And it was kind of easy because it was right in the front yard, didn't have to use a whole lot of equipment to get it to a backyard, as you've seen in other videos. Now this concrete is colored concrete. This particular color is called Palomino from Davis Concrete Colors, and it is actually mixed before it even goes in the truck. It's mixed at the yard, then it gets put in the truck, and it comes out really dark, and it will lighten up as you will see, but it really adds some sparkle to the house. It complements the color really nicely. Once that's done, it's time to put in some expansion joints, and we use string lines to kind of guide the groovers. And those long tools you see there, those are called concrete groovers. And the string lines give you nice long lines. Now this particular one, we did diagonal expansion joints to really make the finished product really look unusual and interesting from the driveway instead of just a plain old concrete driveway. Hey, by the way, make sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying this video. Anyway, we're laying down our expansion joints with the big old groover tool, coming along nicely, and they're doing a great job doing these diagonal ones. They actually use a couple of different tools to do these joints. They're called expansion joints or control joints. And the point of doing these joints in concrete, and in this one we did it every 4 feet, but you can do it as wide as every 6 feet. Anyway, the point of doing these joints is concrete is always going to crack. Because of the nature of concrete, it's going to crack with the weather contracting and expanding, and the purpose of doing these control joints is to control where it cracks. So the concrete here will crack along these control joints and will not be as visible as compared to other concrete where you've seen it crack in all kinds of ugly spots. So that's the purpose of doing these control joints, and in this particular style they're grooved while the concrete is still wet. You can also saw cut them in afterwards, but I like to have the concrete guys do it this way. I think you get a finished product that looks really great, as you're about to see in just a minute or two. Anyway, like I said, we used a different kind of groover for doing the bands. We did a really lovely band on this driveway. It was a 16-inch band, and then, like I said before, we did the 4-foot diamond control joints to get a really nice finished product. Now, one of the nice things that I always like to do on driveways and swimming pool decks is to do what's called a top cast finish. So top cast is a surface retardant that is sprayed on after the concrete has been grooved. It's done it while the concrete is still wet, and it basically gets sprayed on the concrete. It's designed to eat away at the top layer of the concrete, and you'll see the finished product in just a minute. But it's sprayed on, and then the next day they come back with a power washer and slowly remove all that surface retardant, and it kind of peels off the very, very top layer of the concrete and gives it this really neat sparkle. Now, it's really important, of course, when you're hosing off this surface retardant that you take steps to make sure it doesn't run into the storm drain, because here in California that is a big fine. So these guys actually laid down some tarps and a pump that would actually pump all this material into a drum onto the truck, so that none of it went into the storm drain and into the drain these guys have put so hard to build on the dry stream bed. So in case you're wondering, it's really important with surface retardant, you want to always pump it out. So here we go. This is what it looked like before, kind of narrow, busted, nasty looking. And here is the after. Really nice and beautiful, a little bit wider. We did widen the driveway by 6 feet. This way they could park both cars in the driveway and still have room to walk on either side to get to either the front door or the gate. The 4-foot diamond expansion joints really sparkle and pop. They really give it some nice shine. And again, because it's a top cast finish, it really has some good grip to it to really make sure that no one slips walking up this driveway. We also added lights along the driveway to really make it safe at night for walking. As you've seen in earlier videos, I'm a big believer in using path lights for path safety. And that really kind of helps also enhance the security of the front of the building, as you saw in last week's video about helping secure your property with lighting. And here's a little close-up of that top cast finish. Notice how it kind of looks gritty, and that's again the surface retardant peels off that top layer. It gives it a lot of great texture. It really helps make it not slippery, especially in rainy conditions. This was a little sloping driveway, and I wanted to make sure that the client could safely go up and down that driveway if she had to park any place other than her usual spot in the garage. Anyway, so that's a top cast number 3 finish, really great. Now let's look at the other side. So again, before we just had this dirt. Now we have the dry stream bed, which redirects the runoff from the flat part of the yard into a drain, which is at the end of the dry stream bed. On the slope itself, we did something a little bit different. Now we did succulents because the client wanted no maintenance, absolutely no maintenance. So these succulents will slowly fill and cover this slope area up. But we also came up with a new product called barkwood mulch, something that we discovered from one of the Southern California dealers, KRC. And barkwood mulch is a mulch that looks like wood chips, but it's actually rock. And it is great for these kind of slopes because it does not move in heavy rains. This is a little close-up of the barkwood mulch. And again, this is a rock mulch that will never ever move and never need replenishing. And then at the very bottom, we did kind of a bigger Arizona cobble just to kind of give it a little bit more of a ribbony look to it. So there again, it's the dry stream bed, the barkwood, and then the big Arizona cobble to add a little bit more artistic texture to the look of all that. And anyway, so that's the landscape makeover we did for this front yard. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Unique Landscaping and Cabrera Concrete for all the help they gave us on this video. And that's all the time we have for today. Hey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, who's saying thanks so much for watching.